Ryan Reynolds, how is it going? Jesus Christ, I think he's making love. He was screaming, release the Snyder Cup. Is this thing on? Welcome back to Big Mouth, and fancy seeing you here in June. I'm very welcome, my friends, and especially my enemies. Come in, sit down, no touching. I don't do the touching. Welcome back to Big Mouth, and you can keep this and every conversation I ignite over on my Twitter, @MoviesTVMad, and on my new Instagram, Big Mouth. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yes, this is unprecedented. During that massive hour push over on Twitter, initiated by Snyder Cup, where we were all hashtagging release the Snyder Cut and talking about Gal Gadot and Wonder Woman, and it was a great hour. What was it, 30, 40k tweets? It was amazing, and I think we were trending 12th, were we? I can't remember, but it was a massive success. But we were happy enough with that. We are the Snyder stands. We don't ask for very much in life, but we got Ryan Reynolds first of all retweeting a tweet from Snyder Cut, and then Heroic Hollywood made a comment about it, or made a post about it. He commented underneath, and this, my friends, is what he said. Honestly, I thought release the Snyder Cut was something you're supposed to yell while making love. My bad. You see, Ryan Reynolds, it's awesome. This is awesome. Thank you, Ryan Reynolds. Ryan Reynolds, thank you very, very much. We appreciate you. We are indebted to you. You have entertained us for many, many years. You might be a beautiful looking man, but you're a great actor. You've been around the circuit, always respected you, but respect you a hell of a lot, because it's a big deal for an actor to come out and stand against a studio. Now, I know he hasn't said anything about Warner Brothers, and I'm not suggesting he is. But what I'm saying is this is a film that is being hidden away by a studio, and they're refusing to, at this moment in time, release it. And a prominent actor has come out to say something. That's great news. Also, it kind of seems like probably it means we're going to get it. But who should we really be thanking for this? Well, comic book writer, of course. What's his name again? I forgot his name. The creator of Deadpool, of course, Rob Liefeld. Rob Liefeld, you are absolutely fantastic. I don't agree with everything you say and every argument you have, but as I said to one of my followers on Twitter, and he's probably a subscriber here, right? I said, when you start, you should never agree with someone 100% of the time. Because one of my Twitter followers said to me, I love you, dude, but I don't agree with you 100% of the time. No, none of you should. Have your own thoughts. I am not the Pied Piper. I don't want people to follow every opinion I have. This is not Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers. This is not the Fandom Menace. We are a democracy here. We are open-hearted, beautiful people, and we don't go around bullying people or anything like that. So it's a wonderful community that not just I'm building, you're building by coming back, by liking the videos, by sharing the videos. It's absolutely fantastic. And Ryan Reynolds, putting his support behind this movement is no mean feat. It's a massive situation. Rob Liefeld being involved from the very beginning, or for quite a while, was massive, absolutely massive. These are people who are highly respected. I mean, Rob is highly respected. I mean, anyone who creates Deadpool, for Christ's sake, is an icon, is a legend. So he's absolutely fantastic, and I do believe that he probably, tipped the wink to Ryan Reynolds to do this. Vancity Reynolds is his Twitter tag. If you want to add him, tell him thank you. Say thank you for your support. He may not get back to you. He probably won't, but he reads them. These people read their stuff, but they get millions of tweets. It's not possible, is it, to respond to everyone? So that's why they respond to no one, and they just say thank you for this and thank you for that. That's the only possible way you can get back to your fans. But, Ryan Reynolds being involved, I just, when I saw this yesterday, and I was having a Twitter argument at the time, which spoiled that hour of hashtagging Wonder Woman release the Snyder Cup, which was a shame. Nothing to do with this beautiful movement. This movement is beautiful. I've made so many friends through it, and I'm so happy and, appreciative of that. But sometimes you get bad experiences with social media. But I always double down when that happens. I make sure I tweet more positivity, and make people understand that these people will never get to me. They will never move me off the platform. Freedom of speech to say what you love. And when someone comes at you, you've got to defend yourself. if you don't defend yourself, if you don't show these people you're strong, especially these successful people, sometimes they've done well on YouTube and they come at you. You have to show them who you really are. Don't block them. Don't block them. Show them who you are. So Ryan Reynolds, absolutely fantastic. He's part of our movement now as far as I'm concerned. I don't expect him to keep on hashtagging release the Snyder Cut, but what he did, that post was massive. Absolutely massive. And it's so important to this movement. Now, tonight at the same time, we'll be hashtagging release the Snyder Cut again. Now, it'll be for a different character. I'm not sure if it's Momoa or Ray Fisher. I think it will be one of those two because they're both on Twitter. Unfortunately, like someone like Ezra Miller is not on Twitter, but you can hashtag him. And I mean, Ezra Miller, you never heard of me. You're probably not watching this video. Come on. Get a Twitter account just for this. Come on. We love you. We're excited for the Flash movie. You were an awesome Flash, even in that monstrosity of a Justice League movie. So come on, Ezra Miller. Give us what you've got. Give us everything and set up a Twitter account. That would be really, really awesome. So, you know, this movement is going from strength to strength. I'm so proud of all of us because where we've gone in the past couple of weeks, I think, even a month ago, we weren't here. We weren't. Now, all of a sudden, you're hearing RT Snyder Cup saying we are almost there. We have nearly achieved our goal. This is amazing. But I think, as Chris Wong Svensson said on the Ping Pong Flicks quite rightly, nothing's been decided until Zack Snyder says it has, right? Until he says it's over. It's done. We're getting the Snyder Cut. We're waiting on Zack to give us the green light. So don't think because people like Vancity, Ryan Reynolds and Rob Liefeld are involved now that it's a foregone conclusion. I think we're going to get it, but we've got to keep the fight going. And as RT Snyder Cut keeps on saying, they are watching. They are watching. Hashtag them, at them, AT&T, Warner Media, the Warner Brothers Twitter account as well. But release the Snyder Cut hashtag is the most important thing when you're doing these things. And, it's been an incredible journey. If it is coming to an end, it's been an incredible journey. And we've really had some lows, and highs. I mean, when this movement first started, we had the petition, which was accused of being fraudulent. So that was a big blow. And I think, and then I think the Wall Street Journal, Ben Fritz article, as I read out the other day on the dceu Extra, check it out on my homepage. And I think that was a big blow. And I think that started making us think, is this worth it? And I think Zack re-inspired us again. And I think mainly it's been highs ever since then. And I just think with all these bloggers getting involved, now Ryan Reynolds, Rob Liefeld before him, it's a special time. A lot of people are jumping on our bandwagon and pretending they've been there all along. They can, let them. The more people hashtagging, the more people involved, the better. It's no good trying to gain superiority. We know we were there from the beginning. We know we fought when it was hard to fight, when it was easier not to fight. We all know that. But at the end of the day, my friends, this is just the beginning of our fight, as I've discussed before. We want that Suicide Squad director's cut. We want Zack Snyder to complete his arc and to start a new arc with the DCEU. It's all reachable, but fighting for something is never easy. But we're a big group of people. We're a family. We're in this together, and we need to keep on going. And that is a certainty. I know all of us will never give up this total fight. There's another 2 phases to go. Don't give up. Oh my God, we actually have a little bit of DC movie news coming from the Batman. And I broke this yesterday on my Instagram channel, Big Mouth. And this is why you should be following my Instagram account, Big Mouth. It is an extension. It is an extension of this channel because every time something breaks, I can't do a video because my internet is rubbish. So I end up doing 10 videos a day and you guys wouldn't get any rest and you start unsubscribing. You get fed up at me, Jesus Christ, just by the intro. And I can never stop doing that intro. Anyway, we've got some Batman news. Newcomer Jamie Lawson's character possibly revealed. Yeah, Jamie Lawson, who is an unknown actor. She's basically a Juilliard graduate. Now, Juilliard is one of the best performing arts schools. It's where Christopher Reeve actually performed with glowing honours, full honours. Christopher Reeve was fully trained. And this is apparently someone the industry fancies a lot. Not like that. So Jamie Lawson, which is spelled Jayme, has been cast in the Batman. Jamie Lawson's recent graduate of the Juilliard School in New York has joined the cast of Matt Reeves' The Batman, and it looks like we may know what character she will play. According to IO9, Jamie Lawson will play a character named Bella. It doesn't seem like she's from the comics, in what many Twilight fans at first glance would take as a sly nod to new Batman star Robert Pattinson's previous work as Edward Cullen, alongside Kristen Stewart's Bella Swan. Thankfully, Jamie Lawson's Bella is nothing like the Twilight character, because according to IO9 source, Bella is a grassroots political candidate running for office in Gotham. Now, I kind of understand where they're going with this. Obviously, Gotham City is a very corrupt city, suffering with high crime, urban blight. So I would assume that she's kind of this. Well, you know how Harvey Dent in The Dark Knight was this Gotham's only hope. And I think this young woman is going to be the same. She's part of the grassroots in politics. And I suppose through his trilogy, she'll work her way up and maybe become the mayor of Gotham or something. Very, very interesting. So I've heard some wonderful things about Jamie. People who, went to Juilliard with her have told me she's a wonderful young woman, very ambitious, but, she's a nice person. She wouldn't tread on anyone. And I'm so happy for a newcomer. I always wanted to be a high-profile actor, and it never happened for me. And I could just imagine how great it would have been. I mean, I went to RADA, but it never worked out for me. And so just to hear that this young woman is getting a role in the biggest movie of 2021 is really, really exciting to me. Definitely going to watch this space to see what happens with Jamie and her character. I think he has called her Bella because of the Twilight thing. He's having a bit of a joke. I still think that Kristen Stewart is going to be cast as Batgirl. I haven't mentioned this before, but I have heard a couple of things, and I think it would be brilliant. This will piss a lot of people off. There were rumours that they were going to cast her as Catwoman. I'm glad they didn't do that, because there's a bigger opportunity here. Because Batgirl's kind of young, but she's not ancient, is she, Kristen? So I think she's a great actor. I don't know what's happened to her career since Twilight. She's made some detours that really haven't worked out. Let's be honest, Robert Pattinson's career's done a lot better than hers, and he's kind of distanced himself, if you like, publicly. I'm sure he hasn't done that on purpose, but they certainly haven't done any roles together which could have worked out in movies, seeing how popular Twilight was. So I do expect Kristen Stewart to be cast within the DC movies or the DCEU movies. It'll be very interesting if I'm right or wrong there. But remember, everyone, don't forget to support this Release the Snyder Cup movement. There's no other news today. I just want to say that this is a special time to be a DCEU fan, to be a DC fan, to be a Superman fan, Batman fan, whoever you support within this franchise of DC Comics. And if you are one of those people who's been desperate to see the Snyder Cut of Justice League, like I have been for nearly 2 years now, I think we are getting to our goal. And I just feel that I should take a moment when there's so much negativity for our other movements, as I've already mentioned. Our movement has been toxic at times. Some people have been toxic. I understand why. We're all very passionate people. We had the 40 Million Club. We had other issues. People split through that. And that was sad. But what I'm seeing now are people uniting. I'm not hearing about, I don't like this one, or I don't like that one. We have all come together because we know one thing. Our little disagreements aren't going to get the Snyder Cut released. Keep on making stupid comments about Jeff Johns isn't going to get the Snyder Cut released. Those things aren't going to work now. We tried those things. The only thing's going to work is to focus on Warner Brothers. And if I go back to Ryan Reynolds, and I might have mentioned it already, and I can't remember if I did, but Ryan Reynolds knows exactly how Warner Brothers of the past have interfered in films. Look at what happened to Green Lantern. Now, it's interesting, because I actually like the extended cut of Green Lantern. Now, it's not extended by much. I think 10 minutes. It's nothing. But I actually like the Green Lantern film, and I've definitely mentioned that before. But Ryan Reynolds knows how you get this big opportunity to play a massive DC character in a massive DC movie, and the bureaucrats at the studio ruin that, and that's what happened. Now, I'm not talking about present day DC movies or Warner Brothers. Warner Brothers have got good people running it now. They've got Ann Sarnoff. She's doing a great job already. Walter Hamada, I mean, we are approaching $1 billion for the Joker movie. And when that happens, I will do a video here and I will talk about all the histrionics and what it means for the future as well, because that's an important figure. It's a figure most of you watching this channel didn't believe would happen when I predicted it. So, yeah, Ryan Reynolds understands what it's like to be part of a DC movie and for it to be destroyed by the bureaucrats at the studio. And this is exactly what happened. This is what Kevin Sugihara did to the Snyder Cut of Justice League. So are you excited with Rob Liefeld and now Ryan Reynolds backing Release the Snyder Cut? I had a lot of fun with the gifts, the Wonder Woman gifts. Gal Gadot, you just have to look at her. She was born to play Wonder Woman, wasn't she? She's an absolutely fantastic, positive lady, and I'm proud. I'm as proud of her and the rest of the Justice League cast as I am of this movement. So please comment down below. Please like, share and subscribe. Share the video, share the channel. Come and follow me on my Twitter at MoviesTVMad and Instagram. And we will talk again much later on. See you then.